Pretty privilege exists, and being pretty is a double-edged sword. If not wielded correctly, it can cause you more harm than good.
Welcome to Before the Veil, where we talk about everything healing, growth, and transformation. Have you ever heard someone use the term pretty privilege before? Maybe when you were referring to someone or something and you wonder what it means. Let's talk about pretty privilege and why the world is not a nice place for pretty women. In society, when you're considered a pretty woman, there are certain doors that will open more easily for you just because of how you look. And I'm even talking from experience as a girl who is over 6 feet tall. When I enter into a room, there are people who want to speak with me and just interact with me based off of how I look. And sometimes doors just easily open and opportunities just easily open to me because of how I look. And that's something called pretty privilege, where doors and opportunities open easily to you because of how you look. And if you think that this thing does not exist, you're probably living under a rock, because pretty privilege exists very, very much in our society today. The way you appear can be the key differentiator, the key difference between you and the next person. Whether it's in relationship or in a room full of opportunities, the way you look can be the reason why a door is kept open or shut towards you, which is a good thing. I know that you've probably heard 1,001 stories of how someone got an opportunity or a door opened for them because of how they dressed, or because of how they looked, or because they were considered pretty in society. But nobody talks about the dark side of being someone that is attractive or considered pretty according to society's beauty standards. There are certain invisible rules that are attached to being pretty that your mother was supposed to teach you, or a female person in your life, a female figure in your life was supposed to teach you. But sometimes, usually, these people don't also know it, or you are a girl that blossomed late in life. So there was nobody to give you that talk as a child, because maybe you were not considered pretty when you were much more younger. So now, as an adult, you're finding it hard to navigate because people are constantly trying to take advantage of you. And here's what you don't understand. Beauty is currency. And so when you have currency, a form of currency, you attract thieves. And so you need to be street smart. Sometimes I like to compare beautiful women to men who have financial currency, men who have money or somewhat kind of wealthy. You see how wealthy men are intentional about who is in their circle. You see that sometimes their circles are like made up of people who are like them, people that they can trust. They're careful of the people that come into their circle because they know that because they have money, people want to be in their lives for their money. Some people just want to be there for their money. And they are most likely to be taken advantage of because they have something that other people don't have, which is money. And same thing goes for you as a beautiful woman. If you are considered very attractive, you need to guard your life. You need to guard your circle, because people will take advantage of you, both men and women. And I'll tell you in this video some of the things you need to do as an attractive woman or as a pretty woman to guard yourself. And it's not from a place of fear, but from a place of awareness. Let's start with the men. So as a pretty girl, pretty woman, when you're dealing with men, let your intuition be your best friend. Because you are attractive, you will meet all kind of men. People will like you, people will want to date you, people will want to do nice things for you. But the truth is, you don't know the intentions of the people that are coming around you. You don't know the true intentions of people. Some people want to marry you because they are looking for fine children. People are that shallow, I promise you. They have no interest in your growth or what you want to do with your life. They just want to marry you because they're looking for a status symbol or something to show off to the people around them that they married a fine babe or they married a figure, just something to show off. And if you are someone who is ambitious or you have something to do with you want to do with your life, you have to be careful of this kind of people that don't care about you as a person. They just care about how you look. That's all they care about. And so you have to use your intuition when dealing with people. Just because somebody is buying you gifts does not mean that they care about you. Some people just want to sleep with you. Look out for character. Choose character over personality. Choose character over gifts. Choose someone that is kind, that is stable, that is patient. I would always advocate for women to keep their bodies before marriage, because this will save you, this will protect you from useless people. When a man knows that you will not sleep with him, after he tries and he will eventually leave you, he will ghost you and he will go. And so one of the ways you can protect yourself is to just keep your body for the Lord. Keep your body until marriage, until you get married. You'll save you from so much headache and from so much stress, so much trauma, so much heartbreak. Sometimes when you are dealing with a man for work, I usually advocate that if you have to meet this person physically, especially for the first time, go to a public place or go with a male presence, maybe like your brother or your family. Just go with someone, especially if you're a young person, because I've seen many men lure young women with the idea of work. Meanwhile, they don't have any work to give them. They just want to catch you in one corner and do something funny with you. So if you can, go with someone. Don't go alone. I tell people, guard your address, guard your phone number. Be careful of the things that you post online. Some people go as far as stalking you. I had a situation like almost 3 years ago where a guy was stalking me. He found at that time I used to post like my family on Instagram. He found my siblings page. He went to look for my Facebook. Even me, I don't think I've logged into my Facebook account since like 2015. I don't even remember what that page looks like. But through my brother, he found my Facebook page. Was looking through information from years back, from when I was a child. Like, this is how some stalkers will go to the extent of stalking you. This guy looked through information, eventually found my number, reached out to me, was calling me, yada yada yada. You don't have to post your entire life on the internet. Nobody needs to know everywhere you go. Even now, I barely post my family member. You cannot even know who my sibling is from my social media page. It's not there. And I'm not asking you to be secretive or anything. It's just for you to guard yourself. Anything that you put online, people have, just like anything that you put online, you're giving people the power to use it either for or against you. So just be careful of what you put on your social media. When you meet a man today and you don't know him, you barely know anything about him, and he wants to marry you tomorrow, or it's pressuring you to date him or marry him immediately, please be careful. Especially when you are not sure and you don't have peace about it, please be careful. So you're not going to marry your enemy. Anybody that is rushing you to do something that you are not at peace with that decision at the moment, please don't go ahead with that decision. You are young, don't allow anybody ruin your life. And most importantly, all these things that I've said, they are just rules. The most important thing is to know who you are. Because when you know who you are, when you have a sense of identity, that's what guides you. That's what guides you the most. That's what informs you that, I will not go to this place because I know who I am. I don't have any business being in the club because I know who I am. I don't have any business being in certain places because I know who I am. And sometimes some of the mistakes you will make in selecting the people that you are associated with or the people that you date is because of a lack of awareness of who you are, your value system, what you value in people. Until you know who you are, you keep choosing rubbish. And that's why I wrote the Healing Journal. It's supposed to help you discover your identity in Christ, heal your childhood trauma, and help you become a better version of yourself. And I didn't forget, because there are also challenges associated with dealing with women too. And one of them is women trying to humble you. Even sometimes older women, not just even your peers, older women trying to humble you. Oh, she's not even that pretty. Oh, she's not even that. Is she the only one? Is she this? Is she that? You might experience this, where people try to humble you. When you dress nice and they're like, why is she always overdressing? Why is she always this? That's one of the easiest ways to spot a hater. One of the things you also want to be careful of is fangirl obsession. You want to be careful of any female friend or any woman who is obsessed about you. And I know it's nice to have someone who is inspired by how you dress, how you make your hair, but when someone is obsessed about everything about you, they're obsessed with how you dress, they want to copy your hairstyle, they copy your clothes, every single thing you do from your head to toe, the way you talk, how you do everything. Be careful of it. Don't leave it unchecked. When you start noticing that someone is copying your entire identity, start questioning it. Some people just really admire you, some other people it's just pure obsession. And one thing I have seen with obsession sometimes is that the moment you cut access to these people, or the moment you stop being friends with them, because they built their identities around you, they do something crazy. It's like their world comes crashing down, and they might do something really crazy to you or try to harm you just because they want to remain in your life. This mostly occurs with people who are in the limelight or they are celebrities, but it can also happen to you even if you're not a celebrity. If you just have someone in your circle that is obsessed with you, you want to be careful that nobody is overly obsessed with you. Nobody should put you on a pedestal. You're not Michael Jackson, please. There was one time that there was an influx of women not posting their men on social media. Like someone will get married and you see that they will not tag the husband, or they will leave the husband handle out of the picture. And let me tell you why. There's something that some women do, not all women do this. It's usually just crazy women that do this, where they see that you're with a guy and they're like, why did he choose you? What's even special about you? They might not like the guy, they might have even seen this guy before and they might not even be feeling him. But once they see that he's associated with you, they want to be like, why is he her? Why her? And so they start maybe going to him, trying to spoil the relationship, trying to say terrible things about you to him, or even trying to date him just so that you don't feel special. And so if you have something good going on for you in your relationship, keep it to yourself. You don't have to post everything that happened. Your boyfriend got you a car, he got you flowers, he got you, I know it's nice. You don't have to post every single thing on the internet. I promise you, people are hating. And I'm not asking you to live from a place of fear, but you just want to be careful and make sure that nobody's ruining anything for you out of bad energy. Guard your life. Guard your circle. Select your friends. Vet your friends. It's when you were a child that you pick friends because both of you, your favorite color is purple. In real life, pick your friends based on mutual value system. Vet their character. It's okay for someone to be an acquaintance for the first 6 months of your life before you feel free to start calling them friends. It's okay to put your friends in categories. This person is my church member. This person is my neighbor. This person is my schoolmate. It's not everybody that is your friend. Vet people before giving them access into your life. And also, if you're a very attractive girl, I think I always advise that have pretty friends that are like you, because sometimes it's dangerous when you're very pretty and all your friends are just mid. And then we've seen cases where someone is jealous that you are the only one that they're asking out. You're the only one that when you go out, people are approaching. Make sure that your friends are secure enough, or at least surround yourself with women who are pretty like you or that are like you. And make sure that your friends are secure enough that nobody's hating on you. Because I've seen people try to harm their friends out of jealousy, out of the fact that they are the ones that are always getting their attention. And if a friend betrays you, a friend betrays your trust, and they come back apologizing or they come back begging, vet them before you allow them come back. Sometimes they won't accept them back. Just keep them at arm's length. Forgive, but just keep them at arm's length. You don't have to give everybody back access to you. Because if someone had tried to harm you before, someone was gossiping about you just because they didn't like you or they didn't like that you were the only one that people were giving attention to. Sometimes people come back into your life just because they want to revenge and they want to finish you finally. It's not because they have a change of heart. You want to be sure that this person has really changed. And that's why I always say that women have strong intuition. Be inclined with your intuition. That instinct, that thing that's always guarding you and telling you what to do, use it. Stop using your emotions all the time. And always ask God for help, because I think that's the most important thing. Because all of these things, how many things do you want to come, to be honest? I think it's so important to walk with God. It's so important for God to be your ultimate friend. Because the Holy Spirit will always reveal things to you. Because sometimes people will try to harm you, even spiritually, not physically. I didn't used to believe in all this spiritual warfare before. But now, this spiritual world is now more accessible to people. You can easily find witchcraft person online. People can just throw any kind of arrow at you. You want to make sure that you are praying. Pray for yourself. Pray over the works of your hands. Pray that God will always protect you from people who don't have good intentions towards you. Always pray to God that the wrong people will not see you, that the Lord will preserve you, that He will preserve you from meeting the wrong people, preserve the wrong people from seeing you, and that the Lord will put you in right circles. The Lord will bring your tribe to you. The Lord will take you to people that will honor you, honor the giftings of God over your life, people that will not be intimidated by you, people who will be secure in your gifts and in your talents, and that will not try to harm you. And that's why I wrote the Healing Journal. It's supposed to help you discover your identity in Christ, heal your childhood trauma, and help you become a better version of yourself.